Hello YouTube, my name is Steph. Welcome to my channel. I absolutely have my hands full and I'm just trying to get into my garden to feed the worms some old gross bananas that they will love. Do you know, the first thing I've spotted all the white cabbage butterfly moth things. It's funny how you just forget about certain pests because you haven't had them for 6 months, and then all of a sudden they're just back and they're everywhere. Oh gosh, I should have walked the other way. It's so overgrown here. That's a whole lot of borage. Alyssum. I've got spinach everywhere. We need to get through though. We need to get... Oh, there's bees all over it as well. So here's our worm farm. This is the can of worms. I just use a bit of cardboard over the top. Now what I've done is I had to stop filming because my phone decided to do a full restart randomly. I didn't realize that was happening. I thought I was filming, but I've just chucked in some like old bananas, gathered up some dried leaves from around, chucked in a bit of kale. That is a pumpkin that they've been breaking down for a while, which is really good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do is I just top it up with a bit of food every once in a while. Oh, and I did also just pop a little bit of water on there. Although it was pretty moist, but it's quite hot today. So I thought I'd water it in. So that's the worm farm. This is the jungle that I made it through. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous because my husband and I have got bees, but they're not here. They're at another place. And our friends moved away, and so they gifted us some beehives of theirs as well, but one of them had some ventilation issues and they were dying, and so we got in there yesterday. The royal we, my husband, got in there yesterday to see what we could do to help. They were cleaning out the dead, but it was quite long and arduous for them, and we noticed that there was ants getting in there. So if you've got ants and stuff getting in there, generally Mother Nature's just trying to do her job and clean up, and there weren't enough bees left to be able to cope on their own. So anyway, we got in there, cleaned out loads, as much as he possibly could. He was passing me frames so I could help clean out those frames. So yeah, anyway, by the time he started putting those frames back in the top, because it's a double hive, it's a flow hive, so the top's it's got 2 sections, they had already started like moving back up there to also help clean. So we were very relieved. They really needed that help, and it seems to be hopefully back on track. We've been checking it every couple of days. Like, we've been going out there regularly, maybe not every couple of days, but every time we go out there, we only got it a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and we've been, we were away last weekend, so it was 2 weeks ago, and we've been out there at least twice a week and just had a look, and we were worried that the queen had died, but because they were cleaning it, we were like, well, this is a really good sign. And yesterday confirmed all is okay. They have a lot to rebuild and recoup, but there's still quite a lot of bees in there, thankfully. It was really nice to help them get back on track. But while we were there, Tim checked on one of the other hives, and he didn't even do anything. He literally just like checked on it because it's good. Like, you need to check your hives. They were so mad. It was like you'd think that he'd gone in there and just like killed all their brood. Like, they went crazy, and I got one stuck in my hair, and so she stung me like up here, but because of the swelling, I've got this massive pocket of like fluid at the base of my head. It feels Amazing. That's right. I don't start work till 12:30 today, so I thought it was actually pretty good. I got to try and sleep. It was hard, but feels a lot better today. And I am very grateful I only got one sting because I wasn't in any gear at all. I was just there to help not get like in the hive. But yeah, she was pretty mad and she chased me pretty far. Normally, like if you back away, they'll like ease off, but she then got stuck in my hair and I was like, oh no. I'm like trying to shake her out. And then I felt her like burrow right in. I was like, that's it. And I squealed because I was like, it's coming. It's like that fear. Like you're not fearful until you can hear them like right there. And then I had a moment where I was like, no. And anyway, she got me and I was like, oh. I was trying to tell her, I was like, don't do it. I want you alive. Like, anyway, one bee down, but many are going to survive now that we've helped them. And that's really the fun of beekeeping, is being able to be there to support them when they need it. And yeah, so anyway, that was yesterday, but obviously I've got a lot of bees here as well. Our neighbour, a couple of doors up, has them at his place. I think it's involuntarily. They're in like the ceiling cavity, but like, look, they love my garden and I love having them here. But yeah, so I just need to just carry on around these bees and remember I actually love them here, even though I'm still currently in a little bit of pain. Alright, well I thought I would just do a very quick video. I haven't been posting much lately. Things have been really overwhelming with our house. We were meant to sell, that sale fell through, and then we've had some issues with the council, so we're just getting some rectification stuff done and we'll just kind of go from there. But anyway, it's a long arduous story and right now it's depressing. So imagine if this bee hovering around my face gets stuck in my hair and I get another bee sting, honestly. So this is the garden behind me. I'll show you around. It wouldn't be called the wild patch if we didn't have a non-existent walkway twice in one day. So this is the dill that has self-seeded in a gravel path that's actually got plastic lining underneath it. So it's really doing very well. How gorgeous is my lavender? I need to deadhead it, but other than that, it looks gorgeous. The nasturtiums are dying off, which is great. There was actually a whole patch here that I've managed to get rid of. My rosemary is like living its best life. And I think this is like a wild sage. I did not plant it, a bird did, but I'm not sad about it. Like, look how much the bees are loving on it. And I just think it's so pretty. You know I love to be transparent. And this is what I've done with my peas so that we can shell them. Just left them there. I did actually have some seedlings in. But, oh no, where are my seedlings? Oh, I've got seedlings. Hang on, I'll be back. I bought these seedlings, so cucumbers and zucchinis, because none of mine are growing because the slugs and snails have been so bad. I got them from a little nursery in Bridgewater, Victoria. And they're such good quality, honestly. Oh gosh, there are just honestly so many bees on this borage. This is my walkway again, so this is what, three walkways that are a bit of an effort. So this here looks very bald, bare, let's say bare. There's really not much going on here. This was a huge nasturtium patch that just filled the walkways, and subsequently, although it looked beautiful, it was harbouring probably 1 million slug and snail families. So that's all gone now. I'm going to pop some of those seedlings in here for zucchini, which will be nice. And then we've got some tomato plants in. These were, I think, a bunning seedling. I really have not grown much from seed. You guys saw, I did a huge, big like chaos sprinkling around the entire garden, and this grew out of it. That's it. I don't even know what it is. That's it. Maybe that looks like a weed. So I would not call that a successful chaos planting. But anyway. So as usual, things are all a bit higgledy-piggledy and all over the place, but I have pulled out all of the broccoli that had gone to seed down this end, and I've got some of the little zucchini seedlings popped in this row. I've just kind of left the kale to go to seed at the moment. I mean, I don't think the bees will need it now that I've seen how many are on. The tree is flowering as well, so they're all over this, which is stunning, and the borage and all that kind of stuff. So and calendula, but at the moment I'm leaving it because I know they do like that. And then yeah, I've got some little tomato seedlings that have volunteered. They'll probably just be cherry tomatoes, but that's okay. I have a lot of tomatoes from last season where I preserved 60 kilos, so I'm not worried about that. I do have, you can't see them, there are some leeks hidden in that spinach back there. They're like doing okay. It was way too late in the season, I think. They might even all just like bolt, I don't know. I guess we'll just wait and see. But there's still, yeah, this has just gone a little bit nuts. That's kind of normal. My passion fruit is coming back, which is really good. It's not as filled out as last year, but it's still early and there's a lot of new growth on it, and we've got a couple of passion fruits on it already. So I think that will come good. And then I feel like I need just to get my trellis system back up again, because my jalapenos and everything are all falling down. My capsicums are from last year. So in Australia, some areas you can overwinter, things like that. And where I live, it gets frosty, but not like that bad. So we can just grow all year round, and like they just kind of die back a bit, but at this time of year they flourish again, and we're very lucky. I think I've got one cayenne chili that's probably not going to make it, and it was honestly my weakest plant last year anyway, so it's kind of, it's not a surprise. But yeah, so I feel like I kind of need to like trellis them up and neaten it up a little bit now. It's gotten a little bit too crazy in here. And honestly, it's been a bit neglected. But I think, you know, a lot of us get like that when we're going through periods of overwhelm, and it's definitely been a lot lately. But I'm trying really hard to get back in here now. I really want cucumbers and zucchinis and tomatoes this year, just for like fresh eating. I've got some beetroot in. I've got loads of onions that have gone to seed, which is good. I'll take the seed and I'll grow from seed next year, or at the next place, whatever's happening. I don't even know. Nigel, that's enough. I've still got spring onions as well, and I think that's pretty much, besides like all my herbs are doing amazing. Really happy with them. I mean, I've still got spinach growing as well. I did pop some bean seeds in actually the other day, hoping that they pop up, but I need to get those other seedlings out. I've just been really nervous about the slugs and snails, and I've decided I'm actually going to use the bait. I've just tried all the traps and stuff. I've got one that's iron chelate. I think that's how you say it. It's meant to not be bad for the fauna and stuff, so like all the birds and everything. I don't know. I think I've just hit that point. Like, they're eating all my seedlings. I've had so many seeds that I've planted, and they're literally just like, the minute they come up, they're just like eating them off at the base. I'm at a point where I'm just not sure how else to combat this, and also just like keep going. So that's going to be my solution. That's it. So I'm going to use that around each of those new seedlings and just see how we go. I really do need to eradicate some of this population in here. It's really too much, and I think it's probably just because of the deep litter system here as well. But that's kind of the garden update. And other than that, I've been working 5 days a week. What have I been up to? I made a batch of soap recently. I posted a very brief thing on my Instagram of that in one of my reels. I made my own deodorant. I've been cooking still from scratch as much as I can. I'm very much into like getting a huge tray of potatoes and just roasting them, and then throughout the week it's like we'll have jacket potatoes or baked potatoes or potato and egg or like potatoes. So that's been a big one. Other than that, just getting through it really. Sorry about Nigel, that's enough. That's enough. Nigel. Out the front, my berry patch has gone really well, so we're picking strawberries to eat fresh every day, which has been really, really lovely. We're really enjoying that. Yeah, so that's kind of a very super quick update. It's probably gone longer than I anticipated, as always, but I did just want to say thanks for sticking around. I will be back posting regular content soon. I just, having a bit of a moment at home here that we're just going to get through, and doing things that make us happy as well. Lots of motorbike riding for us and stuff like that. So, but I'll pop in a few pictures of things that have kind of been happening and show you, everything that's going on in the background. And I'm going to try and post a bit more on Instagram as well in the meantime. But again, thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel. It really is so greatly appreciated. I will try and post some more of the stuff in the kitchen going on. It's just so hard because I'm working around a work schedule where a lot of the time I finish at 8:30 at night. So it's it's an experience right now, but as always, we just push through and get on with it. But filming around it all has definitely been a little bit hard to try and work around the chaos, but we'll get there. But thanks guys, I'll see you all real soon, and I hope you're all well, and have a good one. Bye.